just 15 minutes late. It's fine.
We are right on time. The time starts whenever we do. If it's before 6:30, I think we have nailed it. And I love that all the chats came through as whatever token I was holding on to last. Welcome to Tuesday, Curse of Strahd. I am Charlie. I'm the DM for this group. It's been 2 weeks too long, especially when we suddenly ended without any warning last time. Let's go ahead and we'll do some player introductions. Matt.
Hello, everybody. I am Matt. I am Castellan Smoothmouse, our miniature little rogue, and as you can tell in the chat, I am first.
What?
I can't even follow that up. Who was second then?
Is that me?
Yeah, go for it, Cody.
All right. I'm Cody. I'm playing Apollo, the Satyr Bard Warlock, and yeah, I'm probably the tallest person in the group by far. So there's that.
Okay. Heather, you are up next.
And Harper, the Human Ranger.
Okay, and Aaron.
Hello, everyone. I'm Aaron. Glad to have you guys all back once again here for our Curse of Strahd game, and I am playing everyone's favorite action figure, the Bungant. Howdy, y'all.
All right, who would like to give us a recap?
Oh, I got this, guys. We killed zombies. There you go. Inspiration, please.
No, I think that is DM inspiration, actually. Thank you for that. I will be sure to use that well tonight. Appreciate it. Is that all that we did? That is all we did. Is all that you did?
No.
I
mean, that was a majority of it. We set up some traps. We figured out our plan for the next day, which is basically going to bury their Irina and I keep forgetting
Ismark.
Ismark's father with Father Donovan, I believe, was the in-town
Donovich.
bishop.
Donovich,
sorry.
Yeah. Oh, you're okay.
Relatively close.
Yeah. It wasn't a criticism. It's pretty good.
So that way they're satisfied on that. And then we were going to take Irina to Valaki, but we got ambushed by zombies and a werewolf and maybe Strahd. Who knows? We're not entirely sure. We killed the zombies. We didn't kill the wolf.
Yeah, because you guys couldn't see the damn wolf. You guys completely ruined I forgot. Yeah, actually my computer was fine. The lack of dark vision amongst the group pissed me off and I just ended the stream.
What it actually was is all of us just standing there just with our hand over our eyes, so
Can't see you. All right. Yeah. Man, I feel like I felt ready and now I just feel completely lost because I forgot that was pretty much how we ended it. As the zombie threat has been taken care of, you all have defeated the one that was coming through the kitchen. What would you all do for the remainder of the night? And sleep is a perfectly good option.
Just go back to sleep.
That's Theobald's plan, but he might do a watch first because I know Caslin was on watch when the zombies attacked, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he got up to Irina.
Yeah, so I think Theobald would take a watch and then he would retire.
Okay.
Well, I have a question before everyone goes back to sleep in character. Guys, who's Tatiana? Because that weird guy kept on yelling, Tatiana, Tatiana.
I forgot that is how we ended off.
Now, y'all, I think I said the same thing, and I have no clue. Perhaps that's something we can discuss with Father Donovich. Maybe he has more information, or perhaps when we go to Valaki, there might be a library or something there where we can look up such information. Because I feel like if we find out who that is, that would probably solve a few things and at least make things a little bit more clear between what's going on between Irina and Strahd.
Well said.
While
Out of
they're
character, I know exactly what it is, and I hate not being able to say it.
while they're talking about that, I'm going to go up and just make sure that the bell is still set up on that window, and make sure that the boards on the are still on the window and everything up there, up upstairs in the.
Yeah, you go upstairs, and the boards have been removed off of the upstairs window.
Shit, I didn't bring my hammer. I'll go back down, grab my hammer, and then wait. Are the boards inside or outside now? They'd be outside, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it looks as though, I mean, you don't have dark vision, do you? So you probably wouldn't be able to see them without falling off. It's pretty dark back there. Actually, no, they are within arm's reach for you, just right on, like where it's slanted down. It's not too difficult to get.
Okay. Then
Well,
I'll,
maybe not for
I'll-
you. You're like one of the shorter ones. You probably need oh shit, Heather, who are you playing? Harper.
Yeah.
Harper's relatively tall, I thought, like
Yeah.
5'8" or something.
Yeah, you need like Harper or Apollo to come help you. You're too short.
I'll like as I'm going down the stairs, I'll to grab my hammer, I'll be like, I need some help. The boards are not on the window upstairs anymore, and I can't reach them.
I look to Harbor. You got this.
There's
Sure.
I can't see you to
Just
do rock paper
don't look at the
scissors.
stream and just go.
All right.
Charlie,
Shoot.
tell us. Yeah, I already did it.
Are you doing rock,
okay, so
paper,
rock-
scissors? Okay, go for
Yeah,
it.
so rock, paper, scissors, shoot. There we go.
You both threw scissors.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
All right.
All right, rock, paper,
Paper,
scissors,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot.
Cody won. He had paper to your
Yeah,
rock.
Fuck. Okay, fine. I'll go help.
That was like the most confusing thing ever.
I can't see like her camera, so
Yeah, I can't see.
That is the weird thing that this group has chosen for itself somehow. All right, so
I held up scissors so long.
yeah, I like had no idea, and then when I looked at you, I was like, "What are you doing? Are you throwing gang signs? Like, what's happening?"
You know, we'd
Word
actually
up.
like, you know, figure out when to go instead of just throwing out a thing.
All right, yeah. So you go up and help with getting the boards back up, and the bell was still strung up across the window. Nothing happened to your little
Okay.
bell.
I will take the string and bell though, because I don't think we're gonna get attacked twice in one night, probably. So
Famous last words.
yeah, that kind of.
Wasn't planning on it, but now I'm like ready.
That's what he actually rolled.
All right. Aaron, you said Theobald would be taking a watch. Go ahead and roll a perception for me.
Gotcha. All over it. With my powerful 7.
Ooh, okay. You do not notice anything unusual, but you do get a little bit spooked as the night goes on, and you can see you hear the straining of like the trees outside, and they kind of hit against the house, and it just kind of gives you the chills. Other than that, your watch is uneventful. Would anyone else be taking a watch?
I'll take
I
a
am
watch.
knocked out.
Okay. Roll a perception.
Perception. Am I good at that?
Probably not.
17.
Oh, you were better than the 7. Yeah, you keep patrol around the house, and as you go, you do hear outside. It sounds as though you hear that voice, kind of whispering Tatiana, but it seems very distant in a way. When you look, you don't see anything. There's no threat that approaches the house whatsoever.
I just like open the door a bit and I'm like, piss off, ghost.
Ain't afraid of no ghost. Okay. As the night goes on, and at each point, where once you have rested for each of you, you all do have a dream. And what you see in this dream is you find yourself standing at a crossroads, and you can see here at this crossroads there's an old, worn, unused gallows that's sitting, and you see a raven. As you watch the raven and you look at the sign, let me grab that. I actually finally got smart with Discord and realized I have like a GM thing, and I've been putting every campaign into one spot. And I'm like, that's stupid. I should just put it right above the game thing in each section so I can grab images. So you see these 3 signs at the crossroads, and there's a raven that sits, and the raven is beckoning you to go towards Tester Pool. And it begins to fly away, and as you start to follow, your surroundings blur, and you find yourself delivered to Tester Pool, and you see an encampment there. As you take a look around the encampment, it appears to be completely empty. But you feel drawn towards one of the tents. You feel as though there's like a psychic connection that almost seems as if it's pulling you. Even if you were to try to resist, your mind just seems taken there. And you approach the tent, the flaps of the tent open up, and you see sitting before you in front of a table of cards, you see a seer, and her face is and her face and form is concealed by a dark purple cloak. And as she sits, she draws a card from the deck atop of the table. She turns the card, and you see as she turns it, the card turns into like a vapor mist, and she looks right at you and says to you, and at this point you can just barely make out her eyes from the glow of the candlelight, and her eyes are completely white, and she says that the distance between you and her renders her sight blurred and obscured. You need to join me at the Tesser Pool to learn what your future holds, my dear. And then morning comes for the group. What would you all like to do?
Everyone wake up! Everyone wake up! I'm the chosen one! I had a dream!
Yes.
Yep. That's nice. I'm gonna attempt to roll over and go back to sleep.
Happy for you. Does the same.
Great. Now, Apollo, just because you've become the cloven one doesn't mean you gotta rub it in all our faces.
You guys don't want to hear my dream?
We can talk about it in the morning.
You guys suck.
Actually, now that you bring it up, I did have a dream too. What was yours about?
It must be totally different because mine was about going to this place called Tesser Pool, where a raven brought me to a seer. It looked like they were going to tell me my fortune. Clear chosen one shit going on.
Nah, you're definitely the cloven one.
Well, oddly, mine was pretty similar. I can't remember the name of where it was, but no, it seems like Tesser Pool seems like it. So
Wait. No, you must be wrong. There can't be two chosen ones.
maybe there's a chosen group. Anyone else have the same?
I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
Yeah, I don't recall that kind of experience when I dreamt. Or if I dreamed, I don't remember.
I got it. There's a chosen two.
Just us. I smile at Caslin.
Best buds forever, and I just like put my arm around like his waist because that's as high as I can get up.
I'll kneel down, give you like a pound it. Like, let's fucking go.
Well,
as the group is stirring awake, you do awaken to the smell of a it smells to be bread that has been freshly baked, and as you likely mosey in to the kitchen, you see that there is a note left by Ismark saying that he shall return momentarily, and told you all to make yourselves at home and enjoy the bread and jam that they have left out for you. He doesn't mention Irina in the note at all, so it does seem that he might be the only one who has left the home so far.
He's gonna regret telling me to make myself at home. I'm gonna go snooping through his shit.
I'll have some of the bread and jam. Not too snoopy to those who are nice to me. So long as
Yeah, it's the
so long as they're creepy wolves there.
pieces.
Be warned, I'm gonna. I have the bot in here, right? Yeah, I think the bot was on time and I was right on time. The bot was early. I'm gonna unmute it so it's playing. Yeah, so, what is Harper, snooping and looking for?
Like maybe like some family history stuff, like see how important they are, how far back they actually go. See if they like actually might have money, stuff like that.
Okay, roll an, investigation for me.
Oh, this isn't gonna go well.
Likely not.
No. Next.
It would help if I look at the
Wow.
game chat. 19, you said it wasn't gonna go well. I was like
I didn't think
prepared
it was
to
gonna
say
go.
you find nothing. As you rummage around, you don't really find any evidence whatsoever that they have money. If you will, it just seems, that it's being the burgermaster has been part of the family lineage for as long as forever, and nothing more than that. But you do come across a book that's called The Court of Ravenloft as you were looking through.
I'm going to take that and go read it in the kitchen while I eat then.
Okay. That is too big. Yeah, you grab that and begin to take a look through it, and what you can see as you're kind of skimming is it seems to be a history about the Ravenloft court. It does talk about Strahd and his rise to power, and it talks about some notable people who have been buried around Barovia as well.
It's pointless. Well, I guess we got more information on Strahd, maybe. But not really.
I put it in the chat, so it is there for you all.
PDF.
No, fancy stuff.
Ooh.
Download.
It's actually not good stuff. I just sent you all a virus. You're welcome.
Ah, shit.
Blue
Way
screen
to
of
trust
death.
me. Oh, I would never do that to anyone. That was not fun. At least not on purpose.
Oh, hey, would you look at that? Lady Tatiana, huh?
I'm just still happily munching away on my bread. What was that about Lady Tatiana? Have we found out who that is yet?
Oh, well, she's dead. I can tell you that much right off. Prince Sergei. Who the fuck is Prince Sergei? I kind of skipped that part.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, okay.
As you continue reading through the book, I feel like that would probably then be all that you really get to before either Irina or Ismark would join you all in. Is there anything else that anyone else would be doing at this point?
Nah.
Nothing here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot because Apollo has smut to be reading.
Well, if the dead zombies are still in the house, I'd probably move those out now that it's morning. If they haven't been moved out already.
You see, like, it would appear to you that Ismark didn't really get very much sleep, that he, like, immediately got to taking care of kind of cleaning up as best as he could, and then heading out from there.
In that case, I just read the book over the shoulder of Harper. What's going on?
Okay. Anything for Theobald, or is he still sleeping?
I said Theobald was partaking in breakfast.
Okay. Sorry, I missed it. Yeah. After a while, Irina does come downstairs and sees you all, and I'm sorry about whatever last night was. I don't really understand what's going on and why he keeps returning here. I know it's been quite the burden for Ismark and, well, obviously my father. I do appreciate that you all are here and are going to help us with burying our father today.
I'm just happy we were here to help.
Me as well. I do appreciate it. Oh, I see you guys enjoy reading. Which one of the books have you chosen to indulge yourself in?
We're gonna like put his finger in it so he can like actually look at the cover. The Court of Ravenloft seems to be what I picked up today.
No one always seems to be so boring. I'm not. I don't necessarily enjoy reading the history books. I enjoy, the tales and stories and such, poetry.
Then I have the perfect book for you. I'm gonna pull out that children's book I stole, and I'll hand that over to her. Here, we can trade. I'll take this one, and you can have that one.
Oh, well, you can't. You can't take that book. It's important, to a burgomaster's collection, and Ismark is whether or not he wants to accept it. Is the burgomaster now?
I mean, you say that, but it seems like neither you or him have ever read it because just skimming through, I've come across a rather interesting name in this book. And I'm just gonna like point to like that one section in it.
Tatiana, I don't understand uh, why that's the name that he calls me. I have not been able to figure it out. Does it say? I just don't understand the connection between Lady Tatiana and myself. And Lord, that's been so long ago. I can't imagine that there is any connection between us, really.
That long ago, and considering Strahd seems to have been here for a while, who knows? Maybe you look like her or something. Or maybe he's just senile.
I guess that could be. Guess there could be a resemblance, but I don't think our family has any connection or anything at all to um, Strahd or Lady Tatiana or any of them mentioned in this book.
She was from the village of Barovia, so maybe just because you're here.
That doesn't seem. That doesn't seem like a strong enough connection, though, for the terror that he has inflicted so far onto all of us here. Doesn't make any sense.
Let's be real, he doesn't seem exactly right in the head. Does it really matter if it makes sense to us? It just has to make sense to him.
I do suppose that's true. I don't know. Whenever I hear him calling for me at night, or noise outside, and I go to the window, I'm just overcome with emotion that I can't even begin to really explain. And then I see these red eyes looking at me, and suddenly I don't remember anything else.
Just keep you away from any high places, I think, would be the best course of action.
Oh, I don't climb trees.
I'm just gonna ignore her and go back to my book. Her family has no money. She's so used to me.
As you continue, Ismark comes through the back door because I don't think we move the couch. I can't remember if you all moved the couch away from the
We
front
moved
door.
it back.
We put it
Okay.
back.
We did move it back.
Okay. Yeah, well, he nonetheless does come in through the back because he, isn't sure if you all will have been up yet or not after everything. And as he comes in through and goes to take a seat at the table and sees that you all are there, and not Tatiana, Irina, god damn it,
Sus.
Irina is there. Nah, that's not sus. He was calling her Tatiana the night before. Now I'm just all tripped up. As he comes in and sees you all, he takes a seat and, I assume you all got rest. I don't know if it was well or not, but were you able to at least rest your eyes for a bit?
Yeah, pretty well. We at least two of us had a weird dream though. And it talked about, I guess I've never really heard of this place, but the Tesser Pool. I'm not sure what that is or if you've ever heard of it or not, but I wanted to ask.
Yes, there's a encampment there. The Vistani can be found there, and they are generally friendly folk. It's not incredibly far from here, and in fact, if it's a place of interest to you, if you all, and he kind of gives like a look at Irina because he's getting ready to talk about her and to you all, and like he knows that irritates her. And he goes, if you all are willing to take Irina to Valaki, you will actually pass right by that area or be pretty near. If that is something you all would be willing to still do, considering everything.
Well, if we're going to be fairly close to there when we're on our way, that might just be a natural stopping point for us if we do have to stop and rest somewhere along the way. I'm not sure how far it is to oh, now I gotta play the game of where's the name of the town?
Flocky?
Valaki?
Yeah, Valaki. Uh, I'm not sure how far that is, but that might be a natural stopping point for us, anyways. So
Yeah, with the way that traveling around these parts can be, and the mist and the wolves and the like, stopping where you know that there's already an establishment of people, I would say, would be for the best. I was able to meet with Father Donovich, and I spoke with him, and he agreed to perform the burial, but he um, did ask that it be later this evening, if that's all right with you all. He said that's been the tradition for our family, is the evening burials, and who am I to argue what little tradition remains around these parts?
I'll kind of look at everyone with a little bit wide eyes, like,
I don't like that.
Oh no, I like it'll still be, if you will, light out. It won't be in the dark. I promise you that.
It ain't that. What I'm talking about is it means we're in here where Strahd knows we are. For good or for ill, whatever he has planned for this, I can't be sure. But he knows where we are now. And you're asking us to spend another upwards of 12 hours here?
and then probably another night because we won't be able to take off right before dark if there's
Precisely. We're gonna be stuck here for another day. If you're both wanting to go through with watching your father put in the grave as per these wishes. If y'all
Well,
want that, like we can do that, but I don't like it.
Well, I don't wish to make you all uncomfortable, especially considering the favor that you are doing for us, and I mean multiple favors, to be honest. So if you want to go ahead, I'm sure that while it might be a bit of a little inconvenience for him, we could go ahead and carry my father down now, and if he's unwilling to do the ceremony now, we can say our goodbye. Well, Irina can say her goodbyes now, and I can go back later for the ceremony if that is preferred by the group.
I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know what the rest of the group thinks.
I have kind of a logistics questions about traveling. Are we supposed to be walking to Vallaki, or is there like a wagon ride we can take? Because then that changes whether or not we want to travel at night, right? It's like a quick trip on a wagon.
Well, it sounds like we might have to stop through this through the night at least for this Tesser pool, because it just sounds like it's along the way, and that's just kind of what it sounded like there. So I'm guessing multiple days is kind of how it'll end up being. But I don't know. On horseback, it might be shorter, and I'll look at Ismark.
I'm sorry, my wife just walked in and scared the shit out of me. Even though I
I
knew
just
she was
saw that.
coming. Yeah. So my apologies on that. I was not expecting. Normally she kind of lingers before walking in, but it's okay. I will recover.
Lingers.
Well, like, she stops at the door. This time she came in with a purpose. And it scared the shit out of me. What was your question for Ismark? Because I completely missed it.
We're kind of talking about the logistics of the travel. If there will be like a wagon or something like that we take, or if it'll be more of like on horseback, which I'm guessing I'm kind of having flashbacks to terrible things on wagons with wolves, but
You ain't the only one.
Ismark, he goes, unfortunately, we don't have any horses or anything that can pull a wagon right now, so it will be on foot, which will make it easier. There are mountains and things to pass through, and I think being on foot will be just a tad bit easier overall for the group.
I don't think we ever looked at the map with him, did we? He said that he had a map for where Vallaki actually is. I don't think we ever looked at that with him, did we?
Yeah, we hadn't looked at it yet.
Okay. I was just making sure I didn't go crazy. So.
There is a map on Foundry, though.
But you can't see anything. He does. Let me figure it out. So as you were talking, he goes, I took the liberty to draw up as best as I could a map for you all. I asked Father Donovich to assist a little bit with it. The wrong button. Okay. He has drawn you all this beautiful map.
Like my maps.
Hey, I see Tesser Fall.
I am not too much of a cartographer. That's what they call it, I think. I'm not much for map drawing, but this should at least give you an idea of what you're looking for and where to be headed.
Yeah, this looks like a several day trek, especially if I see Tesser Fall there, and if that'll be where we want to stop for one night.
I think it's about how you all wish to go about your traveling between
Is Ravenloft the castle?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go straight there. No, I'm kidding.
No, that's the opposite of where you all need to be headed. What I've gathered, I haven't gone as far as Valaki myself, but it's about a 8-hour or so trek, just depending on how you pace yourself. So I don't know if you all would want to do it all in one go or not.
I mean, it seems longer than that from looking at this here map.
It could be. Like I said, I haven't gone myself, but this is the layout of the land as best as someone such as myself can do.
I mean, the only reason why I say that is that there's a notation on the other side of the mountains for a place called the Old Mill, which says it's a day's ride from Valaki.
True. I didn't even see that.
And that's about on the other side of the mountains. So if I'd wager a guess, if we follow the road to Valaki, it's probably about a day's travel just for that portion in and of itself. So it's probably going to be closer to 2 to 3 days for us to get there. At least on foot. Like maybe if we had horses, we might be able to do it faster, but
Yes, I guess that does make a bit more sense if you're walking and whatnot. It is
But I
going to
mean-
slow you down a bit, but I am trusting you all. You seem capable and like you've traveled far more than I have, and I'm trusting Irina and your care and safety. So whatever decisions you think is best, I believe full-heartedly in your ability to do so.
And we have
Well-
Lancelot. He's fearless.
well, if it's gonna take us multiple days to like to get there, I mean, there's little point in us rushing then because we're gonna be staying out in the middle of nowhere for at least 2 days.
Hmm.
And considering how things are here, I'd say it's best if we go get started at it close to 100% as we can. Plus, we can do potentially some more research and figure out more about this place and all the other things while we're here for the day, and then we can put your father to rest this evening and we can leave on the morning because it's gonna be a couple days to get to the Locky if I'm judging things right.
Right.
And if it's gonna take that long, then there's no point of us trying to rush leaving the day. At least that's how I look at it. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are, but if it's gonna take us a few days, I'd say there's no point in us rushing then.
On the map, the old mill that seems to be like the halfway point. Do you know what family lives there? Because we could just see if we could stay with them over the course of the trip. Not to like to butt in on a family, but
That would actually kind of break it up in a couple spots because if we can stay with the Vistani too,
I believe the old mill hasn't had a family out there in quite a while, if if memory is serving correctly. So it might make a very good stopping point.
so we stay here till we bury your father. And I do like the bless thing, and we go to Tester Pool. Rest there. Take another half a day trip to the mill. See if we need rest, and then we go to Vlaki.
Ideally.
Yeah.
I think we have a
Alright.
good idea there. So
All right. So, is there anything that you all need? You're going to stay here then, and rest and prepare for travel tomorrow, then?
We were gonna do some research and various other things while we were here.
And
Okay.
probably bury your father later
At
on
this
in the
point,
afternoon.
Irina pipes up, I will not go unless our father has been laid to rest, Ismark. So do make sure that is clear with everyone here. And she kind of looks around, and she doesn't mean to seem like she is talking about you all while you're there. It's just that's what Ismark keeps doing to her. So she's kind of showing like how rude that feels to her.
Oh yeah, we'll make sure that that your father's put to rest and everything too. So before anything happens. So
I appreciate that so much. And she ruffles your hair, Caslin.
While they're distracted talking to each other, how big is this book I've got?
While I realize the PDF is small, that book is probably
Yeah.
like pretty thick.
So I'm not probably gonna be able to like slip it in my pouch then.
No.
Hmm. I'm just gonna hide it behind my back and hope they forget I have it then. And I'll
Rip
sneak
some
into my.
pages out.
just take pictures of it.
We made the camera, the first Polaroid right here. So you're trying to steal the book?
Yeah, I'm trying to steal the book because something tells me this is probably gonna be useful to like actually read over it
Okay.
completely.
Sleight of hand for me.
Shit.
Mark.
Well,
It's not the worst.
It's not the
could have
worst.
gotten
Let
the
me see.
19.
Okay. He has to be this. It's not the worst, but it does not beat either of their passives. As you kind of hide the book the best to your ability behind your back, Ismark and Irina both kind of look at you, and that's and this is Ismark. I realize all my voices sound exactly the same, even though I feel in my head I'm trying really well at making different voices. I know I'm not. Ismark looks and goes, can I interest you in a read of the book? Are you wanting to borrow it? Is there a reason why you seem to be trying to hide it from us, conceal it?
Sorry, we were talking, so I was putting my hands behind my back. Oh, shit, was it open posture? No, but if I could borrow it, that'd be kind of you.
Is there a reason you're interested in it? Which book is it that you seem to have? And he takes a look and sees what it is, and the Court of Ravenloft. You enjoy history, much like my father did, I see.
Yes, very much. No, I don't.
uh, um, yeah, if you feel that this is something that will help you all, I'm willing to let it be borrowed, I guess. When you part ways with Irina, if you could just give it to her, and he turns to Irina, and if you could make sure that they've given it to you when you part ways with them. Ah, of course, yes. He's waiting for you to agree to return it.
Oh, yes, yeah. Well, if I'm giving it to Irina when we part ways, technically I'm not returning it.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I'll agree to that because it's not coming back here. You know where I took the book, but I mean, if that's what he wants, yes, I'll agree.
Oh my gosh. He's waiting for you to confirm that you won't steal the book.
Yes, I won't steal the book. I promise.
Insight.
He never asked if I would.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can't with this group. Alright, my technology is broken. We're done. You guys are too much for me again.
Wait, but I'm taking good notes this time.
You can't handle our power.
I can't. I can't handle anything at all. Anything else here at the house that you all would like to handle?
Is there any other books in the library I can look over?
There's just smut.
That would be your library, not theirs.
Yeah, as you are taking a look, is there a particular book that you're trying to find?
Anything on the
topic.
anything on the history of Barovia, or anything potentially having further details on this on this Lady Tatiana, or the royal family.
Okay. As you take a look through the books, and Ismark would, welcome you all to peruse the library. You notice what you feel is probably Ismark's personal collection or book, because you see Burgermaster 101 is one of the books. Introduction to Leading is a book that you have found as you're kind of thumbing through. You also come across a... Let me see.
I just probably take a lot of the books and just start skimming through them.
The Leadership 101. Intro to Leadership.
Besides that one, obviously. Yes, let me learn how they want me to be a leader of this fine place.
Caslin, we should read that one as the chosen two.
I already got one that I'm gonna read, and I'll pull a book out of my bag called The Life of Caslin, and the history of Caslin, and start reading that one.
Thinks highly of themselves. Wrote a book.
No, I actually found this one in the uh where I also found this messed up sword. Maybe it's gonna start laughing at me. Maybe I don't want to read this book.
Yeah, you begin thumbing through the book of the Caslin, and as you read it, you get right to the middle, and a lot of things, just a quick skim, you recognize things that are very key moments in Caslin's life. Those are written within the pages. And then the last page says Caslin travels to Barovia, never to return home again.
This is a bad omen. I'll definitely feel a little bit perturbed about that one. And I'll slide it back in my bag then.
Okay. Theobald would find this book that goes over the various Let me make sure. The various lords of Barovia, beginning from year 0, up through quite a bit of history, and I'll drop that in for you all as well. It looks like it takes you up to Lord Strahd.
I have a question for Ismark, actually.
Yes. How can I help? What do you need?
So, we saw the statue of, I believe it was your great grandfather, in the middle of town. Do you happen to have any of his old stuff lying around that might help us on our journey? Seemed like a great fighter.
Well, Irina is yielding his sword. Aside from that, we don't have anything else. I
Just
mean,
figured I'd check in.
and he turns to Irina and he goes, I suppose you should probably take his shield with you. And he kind of motions towards a shield that's hanging up on the wall as well.
For Irina, or?
Yeah, for Irina. Yep.
Looks good on you, Irina. I'll let these nerds read.
Oh, I'm already done.
Fuck, that was quick.
Well, I don't need to know all the specific names. I was just looking for specific information. So if that's all I really find, the Theobald would make his way back down to the group.
Yeah, there's there's books and stuff, but nothing else that's going to really stand out to you. The self-help guide to running a village. That one you noticed, though, he didn't get very far in reading it.
Probably only on like page 4.
No, he got to page 6.5. It's very clear he only got halfway through the 6th page.
He was crossing out all the words to where he had read. So.
Should we scout the graveyard where we're bringing the body?
We could.
Yeah, we could check that out. We should also possibly see if we can find where those the dream pies are. I think that's what their names are. I'm so bad about remembering things.
Dream pastries, but close enough.
I remember they mentioned we asked them about it, but I don't think they knew exactly where they got them.
They told you that they hadn't had any, that they seemed pretty, like, people really do enjoy them. They hadn't heard anything bad themselves, and that you could find Marine is the one who sells them, and she typically is moving about with her cart throughout the village.
Say the name was Marine.
Ooh,
When we slept, was that a short rest, by the way?
Yes, at this point you all have short rested.
Nice, I get nothing back in a short rest right now. I didn't use my warlock slots.
Well, I mean, you also weren't there for our big fight, so
Oh yeah, where you guys killed the kid. I remember
yeah.
that.
We still have one more rest to do before we have achieved one long rest to get those uses back.
Did you all rest right after the death house?
Yeah, we did a short rest, if I
We-
remember right, and then moved to
Oh, you guys rested
village
outside
area.
of the gates. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I didn't murder you or anything with Vistani's. Didn't steal all your shit.
Yeah, because we rested around the time we met Apollo.
Yeah, that's right. Man, you have to. Your technology goes out and you forget everything else that happened.
Yeah, so that would have been our third overall rest, but I don't know. But I think most two of those were just short rests.
Yeah, well, because remember that one rest I gave you all the benefits of the first rest that you did before going
Yeah.
into Death House. You got long rest benefits from it.
Yeah.
Caslin, where's your dog at?
Yeah,
Oh,
where's
He's being awful
Lancelot?
quiet.
Lancelot has been pretty quiet. I did pet him on the head a little bit earlier when I said he's the bravest of us, but
Mm.
yeah.
I mean, he is happy and content. Like, you guys haven't gone anywhere and nothing else has came in, so, like, he's doing all right.
So he's not causing trouble for once. Got it.
I mean, he probably needs to go on a walk. Like, come on, guys,
Oh
take
yeah,
better care of your dog.
It's
might
not my
might
dog.
need to let him out.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I'll take him on a short walk to hopefully relieve him in the backyard somewhere.
Did you say to leave him in the backyard somewhere? Damn, Matt.
No,
That's cruel.
no, relieve, like let him relieve himself. He might have accidentally relieved himself when he saw the zombies.
I mean, especially the head rolling around. All right, are you all? Yep. You go. You take Lancelot outside. He had not relieved himself inside yet. He's a good dog, but he is extremely happy when you finally do realize, hey, should do the dog parent thing.
Good boy, Lancelot.
Yeah, he rolls around, shows you his belly, like he's happy as can be now that he's outside a bit. This is like his first real venture, outside since you all rescued him. Like, besides being with you, like just like the first little bit to relax a little bit.
I hear bells.
Oh no, you better go check out your trap. I mean, your alarm.
Death tolls many times.
Mm.
All right. So are you all wanting to venture around Barovia then? Like the village?
Yeah, we can go check out the Dream Pie place because we've got hours to kill.
And out of all the things that I thought you would do, that was not one that I anticipated.
I'm actually surprised I even remembered it.
Oh, I mean, if he hadn't brought it up, I would have said no.
You still can say no. I mean, you didn't like that lady much.
You could always poison it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
We could just take them
So
for ourselves.
you're going to buy a dream pastry for Mary and possibly yourself?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not buying it for Mary. Because Theobald doesn't give a fuck.
I'll buy one for Mary, but I don't. I'll have to see if I want one for myself. I'll have to see how they smell.
Have to give it the good old smell test.
Yeah, the good old halfling smell test.
Yeah, as you mentioned, like where you're wanting to go, Irina, she says, well, normally you can find the cart generally right in the center of town, not too far from the tavern, or somewhere near, and that she also moves around trying to, find people who would like to have one of her pies and pastries.
Okay, perfect. We'll have to go look around that area.
Yeah, it shouldn't be hard for you all to miss it at all. You should be pretty simple. All right. The group heads out then. Would you then head back towards where the tavern was?
Is that in the middle of town?
Mm-hmm.
Then yes.
Gee.
Yeah, the Blood of the Vine tavern. As you all head in that direction, you hear the sound of a small wooden cart. You can hear the wheels rolling across the damp cobblestone, and you trace that sound to an older woman who she is standing. She's dressed in layers, and she's pushing a rickety cart through the fog that's currently covering the streets in the village. And you see somebody has just left who has purchased one of the pastries, and as the group approaches towards her, you see she, noticing you all, seems to be moving a little bit faster upon seeing that you all are approaching towards her.
Oh, Miss, are you selling the pot or the pastries? I think we might be interested in at least one, maybe a couple.
As she continues moving forward, seeming as though she hasn't heard you all.
She's trying to get away from us.
do we want to run after
My God, it's like going after the ice cream truck.
What's an ice cream truck?
We've also made ice cream.
Would you all like to hear I don't know if it's a funny story or not. The first time I called my mom was a bitch when she didn't give me money for the ice cream man. I was like 9.
Ew.
I remember hiding, and my cousin tried to make it seem as though I was calling my cousin a bitch, and I was like, no, I called her that. I definitely got my ass kicked for it. Just wanted an ice cream. She told me no, I didn't like that. And like, what's funny is I don't really even like ice cream all that much, so like I don't know why, and like I never really did, so I don't know why that was the moment, but that was it.
The sound of the ice cream truck it brings it
Pissed.
on.
I was so mad. I wanted the Ninja Turtles with the gumball eyeballs.
For me, it was the SpongeBob ones. SpongeBob ice pops.
I'm old. I'm almost 40.
I was gonna say, to be fair, when I was growing up, we didn't have an ice cream truck. We had a paleta man, so he had like the little cart, kind of like that, with the bells on it. But
Come and get your ice cream.
yeah, pretty much.
I am
Sorry,
from
as
too small of a town to have an ice cream truck.
How small is your town, Matt? My town is pretty small.
Well, we now currently we live in a 300-person town, but
Shit.
where
Nope.
I grew up was about 1,500.
Okay. I was gonna say
Uh,
we'd call. Well, I was gonna say we'd call that a village here.
my town population is where I grew up is currently 1,800.
Oh, that's pretty close. I guess I don't know
1,500.
why we
It was
didn't have more.
1,500 in 1995. I was 10.
Huh.
Damn,
Yeah,
something
so
happened between 99 and 2000. We jumped up by 400.
little growth. Yeah,
Uh,
we only had a shaved ice truck for like 2 days because there was like a uh oh, like just some kind of an event that like every year there would be a shaved ice truck there for 2 days, and that was all that we had. So
Alright, I've completely derailed us. Sorry. Ice cream trucks calling people bad names. Are
Rolling
you
this
all
bitch
going
down with
to
pastries.
pursue her try one more time?
Yeah, because I think shooting her cart with my longbow might be a bit much.
Here's my question: what kind of salesperson sees customers and then runs away very quickly?
I mean, you all kind of stand out like sore thumbs. You have a rabbit and a satire.
You got a problem with us?
No, but I do
Just hope he's
believe my
racist.
character creation was you can be anything. Just know that the villagers might not take kindly to it.
How dare you? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So yeah, this is where Harper just has to do everything, right?
Okay. Decide.
Well, I guess Caslin's technically mostly human looking. He's just really short.
I
Yeah.
just look like an awesome child. I guess yeah, I'll keep on trying to chase after, but with my short little 25-foot movement speed, I don't know how well I'll be able to chase her down.
You should be a tabaxi monk. I can move 110 feet without dashing.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for me a performance as you call out one final time, trying to get her attention.
Oh dear.
Mess this
Performance.
up. I'm shooting her.
Oh, it's not terrible. 18.
She quickly turns around to you, and she stops the cart obviously and turns and oh heavens, I didn't hear you all approaching from behind. How can I help you? Can I interest you in a pastry? Marine, go ahead.
I'd definitely be interested in a pastry. I know we're supposed to grab one for someone else that we know, and I don't know the I'm trying to remember the flavors.
The more the merrier, of course. I do love selling multiple. Do you she takes in the image and shows you a wooden board and has these different pastries on top. This morning we have some that have red berries and pine nuts in them. I think I have a couple of green leaf and cheese. It's a little early in the day for the chicken and herbs, so I didn't bring those since I'm here earlier than usual. Can I interest you in
Berry and pine
any?
nut.
How rude of me! I didn't. I am Maureen Morgantha, and this is my humble little business. One day I'd like to have more than just a cart, but I'm not sure if I will achieve that or not.
Well, it definitely seems like you stay pretty busy. I think I would take, and I'll take a good old whiff and just see, just make sure that they smell pretty appetizing to my little halfling body.
Yeah, roll me a. I don't know. What do we feel like that would be? Feeling
A whiff check.
whiff check. I
I
mean, yeah,
guess insight.
we can go with perception on it. I mean, I guess really you can kind of
What are we
perception
trying
definitely.
to judge?
He just wants to know if it smells appetizing.
There.
God.
Oh, it smells terrible. Oh wait, duh. Yeah, my
Oh, good
I
job.
forget. It re-rolls natural ones.
It does smell appetizing to you.
Oh, these smell fantastic. I guess I'll take 2 red berry and pine nut pastries, please.
That will be 6 gold, my dear.
6 Jesus.
Price.
Okay, so to clarify, while the picture is obviously what somebody has made for their in-person group doing Curse of Strahd, it is an actual pie that she is selling you with 6 slices to the whole pie.
Okay. Okay, that's a little bit better deal then.
Yeah, so if you don't want to buy 2 whole pies, you could just buy 1 and share it with Crying Mary.
Yeah, I'll just buy 1.
Okay, so
That's fine.
that will be 3 gold, my dear. Are you sure I can't interest you in a second? I promise you, it's once you've taken a bite, it's hard to resist the savory, delicious, sweet flavors.
Oh, I don't I know you're not lying to me, but with this short stature, I don't know if I could I don't think I could put 2 whole pies away.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Well, and you know where to find me if you wish to have more. Anyone else? Can
Definitely.
I interest you in a pie of your own?
Apollo peeks out from by a house and goes, "Are there any deals?" As I'm trying to kind of hide from her.
I could sell you this one at I've already cut 1 slice out of as a taster for since it's not whole. How do we feel about one gold for it?
Guys, that's a steal, and I'll 100%
It's the
take that.
the green leaf and cheese.
I also want to give it a whiff. I might just eat it right away.
Okay, give it a smell test. It's smells delicious to you. Like it's you all just had because at Ismark and Irina's the only thing was the bread and jam, and so this green leaf and cheese is like the right savory to the sweet that you just had.
I will eat a slice. Does it taste as good as it smells?
Yeah, as you are eating it, it does taste really delicious to you. Okay. Anybody else having or purchasing any of the dream pastries?
Nope, I'm good.
Nope, it sounds way too suspicious.
Oh, come on, everybody, live on the edge.
Guys, it's just really good. As I'm digging into it.
I was possessed by a ghost twice. There is no edge.
I'm possessed by deliciousness as I keep eating.
Matt, have you had a slice of yours yet, or are you waiting?
I'm waiting until I'm just gonna cut a piece out for Mary after, like, once, if we're gonna stop by there. Otherwise, oh, screw it, I'll have a piece too. So I just cut a piece out and start eating it.
The chosen ones, hell yeah.
I'm living on the edge here. Yeah, you cut into the Marine has done everyone a favor, and it is already pre-cut just in case to allow for you to easily be able to have a piece of the pie, and you bite into it. It is very, very sweet. Like it makes you like wish for like a nice tall glass of milk as you're eating yours.
Oh, it's been a while since I've had some good milk.
Oh well, I'm glad to see that you all enjoy this. It has been a family recipe for quite a while.
With this kind of baking, you'll be upgraded from your cart in no time.
You are too kind, too kind. Well, the cart isn't going to push itself. I'm afraid I'm going to continue my rounds. I have some people who are unable to come out and about, so I deliver door to door, even chasing after the dream.
Well, that makes sense. Have a good one.
All right. From here, we heading to Mary's house.
I suppose.
May as well. I do want to keep Lancelot a little bit away from that place, so I don't want him to just run back up into that room.
I'm glad that you remembered you have a dog. You're becoming a much more responsible parent.
much a much better pet owner.
Okay. As you all go, you are extremely close to Mary, so about like a 2 minute or so walk, and you get there. You approach the door and knock. You do still hear her sobbing inside. Because you all just like kind of ducked out on her, like kind of left her high and dry. So you do hear her crying from upstairs. What would the group like to do?
I will knock on the door and say, "Mary, we have a piece of dream pie for you." Hoping that the dream pie part really gets her out of it.
Roll persuasion for me.
Oh dear.
Why do you keep doing things that you know are going to result in charisma checks? Okay. Oh dear, you like roll perfect. Look at that. Yeah, you call out to Mary and you let her know that you have come bearing pie, and you hear as she's whimpering, Did you say pie? Do you have pie for me?
Yep, just one slice though, and I'll like I hope I have napkins with me somehow. But like I'll like take one slice of it in a napkin for her. So
The door should be open.
okay, I guess I'll open the door. I was so hoping she would just come down.
You're far too optimistic.
Yeah.
You open the door, and as you're coming in, you do see she is coming down the stairs, so she is meeting you halfway.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I smell the green leaf and cheese. Oh, the red berry and pine nut.
Yep, yeah, it's a red berry and pine nut.
I could have sworn I smelled the other one.
You don't.
Have you had any more? Cody?
Yeah. I'm gonna say I keep eating it because no one else wanted any.
God.
You smelled it, you don't. That's funny.
As she comes down and she takes the pie, you all are just so helpful. I hope you're able to find my Gertruda. Have you had a chance to look?
Unfortunately, we haven't had a chance to yet, but we're definitely we're gonna take a look and just see if we can see what we can find. So we unfortunately had to help Ismark and Irina last night. So
Well, I believe that you all will do the right thing and will keep an eye out for her. Please, I miss her. I miss my baby so much. And she begins eating the pie, and like, I mean, she, napkin or not, like, it is just going in. Crumbs are falling, but it's like that like thing where she realizes there's a crumb and she's like scooping up the crumbs. Like, she loves her some pie.
I'll just
That's
kind of like
so good.
I'll just kind of like nod and start backing out the door, all like just like the just.
Oh, before you go, I know I've asked too much already, darling, but could you be a dear? And she pulls from the floor a stack of the flyers that she has drawn for posting for Gertruda.
Oh, sure. And I'll grab the stack of flyers.
Thank you all again so much. I appreciate it.
Happily, we'll definitely stay in touch. So have a good one, and I'll shut the door on my way out.
All right. Can I have Constitution saving throws for my friends who have had pie?
No regrets.
No regrets. Gotta remember.
Surely this bodes well.
Oh God.
It's spider jerky all over again.
There's something for mine. I'm just trying to remember what it is. Oh, maybe there's not. Okay. I thought that I had something weird for Constitution saving throws, but I must have been incorrect.
Charlie, I have to ask: is this a hold on?
Oof.
A saving throw against a spell or other magical effect? I have an advantage on those.
I'm gonna do a break real quick. So can you go ahead and roll that second roll, and I will. Right. When we come back, I will determine which one it is.
Oh, mine's only against being frightened.
7 with advantage. It was a 16.
It was when I was a dwarf.
All right. Let me see.
I want some pie now.
I don't think it is, but it could be.
Upside down pineapple cake. I might grab some of that during break.
I have like half
Oh.
of a slice of lasagna still to eat.
What is this? Everybody has food. I ate a hot dog before we started. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead then. Let's do a quick break, and then we'll come back and see what happened with these Constitution saves. How long do you all think that you would like need? 5, 10 minutes? What do we want to go with?
I'm good with 5.
I'm good with 5.
Okay.
5, 10, doesn't matter.
All right. Well, we never come back on time, but we will aim to be back at 7:50, and mostly I'm always the problem, so it's me. All right. We will see you soon, chat, in about 5 to 7 minutes.
Does she have to
Hello,
roll a
everybody.
Constitution saving?
Yes, she does with disadvantage because she missed the weekend sessions, so disadvantage for
Oh.
the next month.
Oh shit. Well, what if I use my dice you can't have?
Your Rick
If I roll
roll.
that, can I my Rickroll dice?
I don't know why you couldn't just say it. Like, way to just throw salt in the wound that I still can't order one because I
Is that super
missed out.
disadvantage now?
Yeah, it's like you keep rolling until you get a 1. All right, let's see. Well, my friends who enjoyed some pie, you find yourselves beginning to feel extremely exhausted. Like, you feel as though you haven't really slept at all in a long time. Kind of woozy and drowsy feeling.
Oh god, I should not have eaten that pie. I am just so lethargic.
Apollo looks kind of sick.
Y'all, it's almost like they're called dream pies or something.
Oh, I didn't even put that together.
Like, Caslin, I think if we eat more, it might counteract it.
Oh, God.
No, I think I'm gonna hold off on that.
But it's like the rule when you drink a lot, if you stay drunk, you'll never get a hangover.
Oh, so is that what you're doing?
Oh. Is that how
I
that
don't know.
works?
As I start to, like, throw up, I don't know.
Hmm. All right. Anything else for the group? Cemetery. Is that where we would like to head next?
I believe so.
Okay.
I'll be like dragging behind.
Theo Buchanan will carry your ass.
Right. Let's go to the cemetery. So you approach, you see that there is, as you're approaching towards the cemetery, you do see, of course, the church that is atop of a slight rise, against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft. There stands a gray, sagging, building of stone and wood. The church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end, and it's worn and weary. There's a bell tower that rises towards the back, and you can see that the shingles of the roof look to be not in the best condition. The rafters seem to be straining against the load that they are carrying. And then behind it, you can see that there is a fence made of worn iron. There's a rusty gate that encloses the plot of land that's behind the dilapidated church, and you see tightly packed gravestones peering through the fog. It all seems quiet as a still and peaceful place.
Beautiful church they have here.
Oh yeah, we're really well kept and everything. It's almost like I can't even see it.
Grave already dug?
Oh, that's a good question.
Wait, who's dead? What?
No, I said has the
Is the
grave.
grave dug?
Oh,
Yeah.
is the grave dug? That is not what I heard. It does not appear that it has been dug yet.
Hmm. Does it look like there's been a spot marked out for it somewhere?
It does look as though there is a spot that's been marked, and it looks as though like it has been marked. There are shovels that have been brought out. You just don't see anyone nearby that's digging quite yet.
What? Go. Make yourself useful.
I have a separate question. Can I look around the grave for one that might say Tatiana on it?
Yeah, you're gonna approach and go back towards the cemetery.
Yeah.
Okay, roll an investigation. Ooh.
Would I have disadvantage because I ate the pie?
You would not. Right now, you just feel tired from the pie.
Alright. Then I'll keep that nat 20.
Can I have both Cody and Matt in your player channels? Can you make a note that you've eaten pie, and if so, how many slices you've had, just so I remember?
You guys would notice Apollo has polished off even after feeling sick. Can't leave any crumbs.
Death by pie.
Death by pie. You take a look around and begin looking at the markers here. How long do you think that you would spend trying to find
Ways to die.
I'd see if they're like in alphabetical order, and if it seems like hard to find, I'd probably stop after like 5-10 minutes. And just like,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you take a look around the tombstones and like move trying to find ones that look to be older to find that name. And not you don't see anything marked with it.
just a thought. Alright, I'll join the party. Grab a
I
shovel
just
if I
played-
need to.
I just played Dumb Ways to Pie. Yeah, I'm really tired, so I'm not going to grab a shovel.
Not helping. That's not my dad.
At least yet. If someone looks really, really tired, then I'll grab a shovel. But for the time being, I'm going to like rest against a just sit against another tombstone or something like that.
You probably shouldn't dig because, like, if the whole tradition thing says that he has to be like buried at night or whatever, who knows what tradition they have for digging the damn grave?
True.
Yeah, traditions. Apollo throws up in the graveyard.
Dig a hole. Dig a hole.
Anything else that you were looking for at the church? Would you go inside? Would you try to find Father Donovich?
Yeah, I think Theobald will look for Father Donovich. Assuming he's there, obviously.
Yeah, so you approach the doors of the church. Are you just opening and going in?
He'd knock. He'd knock first before going in.
Yes, Mark, are you back already? I told you I needed the morning to prepare for the burial. You know you don't need to knock. And you're standing in front of heavy wooden doors. You do see as you went to knock and as you pull your hand back, the doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
Is Donovan inside?
Yeah, are you gonna open the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. You approach in. Let me actually. Where are you guys? There you are. Nope, I don't need 2 Harpers. That would be way too much.
Pretty bad enough.
It's Harper, an alternate universe Harper. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I hate it when I don't have my browser all the way and then I can't, like, hit save. Okay.
Us and Wild Dog.
I remembered the dog. The most important token of the game.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, you open the door, and as you do see Father Donovich. He is towards the back, and you can see that the chapel here is covered in debris strewn all about, and you see Father Donovich as he clearly, like, as soon as he speaks, thinking he's talking to Ismark, and he has his back turned, he goes back into reciting a prayer. Not paying any mind to who would have just walked in, because he just assumes that you are Ismark.
I think I'm gonna wait for him to finish his prayer before he speaks and says, "Excuse me, I assume you're Father Donovich."
Oh, pardon me. I do apologize. I thought you were, I guess the Burgermaster Ismark. But I see clearly you are not. You must be the guest that he had mentioned. And yes, I am Father Donovich. How can I assist?
We were just in the area, just checking things out here at the chapel, and thought we'd come talk, get the lay of the land here before we assist the siblings in putting their father to rest this evening.
As you finish speaking, you suddenly hear, like, you see that Father Donovich is going and, like, responding to you, but you can't hear him because his voice is just completely drowned out as you hear this inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor.
Now, why'd y'all need to do that?
I'm sorry. Pay no mind to that. Uh, it's everything's fine. If
I got
we
a bad
can,
feeling about this.
we can step outside and continue this conversation.
I don't think I can in good conscience ignore that. I'm gonna need you to tell me what's going on down there beneath these floorboards.
Uh, Again, this does not need to concern you. It's let's go outside. As he says that, you hear coming from the floorboards, you do hear a scream. Father, I'm starving. Feed me, please. I'm so hungry. I can smell them. Oh, I'm just so hungry. Are you other fuckers not in the church right now? Come on. Be brave. Move those tokens.
Listen, Father Donovich. As somebody who serves the Wild Mother and all that she is, this screams to me that
Father,
you
feed
have
me!
Stay out here,
fallen from
Lancelot.
the ways of the light, and you must be punished accordingly. If you do not immediately tell me what is beneath these floorboards.
Who do you think you are to say that I have lost my way? I have my faith, and that is about all that I have left. You can't come in here and take that from me.
Your faith.
Left.
Now,
I
good,
see.
good father. I would say that normally I'd give you the benefit of the doubt. But given the fact that the force beneath the floorboards is asking to eat myself and my compatriots, it makes
You
me
are a
severely
rabbit.
question. What?
That was Charlie speaking, not Father Donovich. I said you are a rabbit.
Just because I'm a rabbit doesn't mean I have to always be dinner. Anyway, back to my. Anyway, now, it makes me severely question your true servitude to the light as a father of the light. What
Father, I'm
foul thing?
hungry.
Explain yourself, Father Donovan, or face the cleansing might of my morning star.
You don't have children. I don't think you could even begin to understand. Have you ever lost someone that you love so dearly? Someone who is a part of yourself?
So just because you have lost somebody allows you to break the sacred cycle of life and death? Have you truly gone mad, Father Donovich?
Gone mad? Isn't that what this whole place is? Mad? Every last one of us. Aren't we all a bit mad?
I mean, just because I may have had a few choice opinions upon that Lady Marla in town does not mean I am mad. We have not been here as long as you. We do not know what you have experienced here. But you are no longer a father, Father Donovich. You are now just Donovich by the power of the wild mother that she has given to me. I remove you from your title. You have gone astray and must be cleansed of your evil.
Of my evil? Loving my son is evil. Is that what you mean to tell me? As I said, you know
You have
nothing of the
turned your
matter.
son into an abomination.
How dare
He
you
seeks
come
to
in here?
be.
You know me not, and you come in here and you speak to me like this. You are strangers passing through. We've seen dozens, hundreds of you. You come all the same. You come and promise to rid us of the curse of this land, and then you're never to be seen again. What makes you any different than the last, than the ones who are the reason why I lost my son in the first place? Don't you come here and damn well talk to me that way.
To be fair, if they're hungry, I have rations if they want some.
I don't think that's what they want to eat, Caslin. I'm sorry.
Father, I
Okay.
can smell them. Please feed me. I'm
As I
wasting
said.
away.
And to speak to your question of the evil of this land, we make no promises to cleanse the evil of this land. We have only just arrived here. Now, should our paths lead us in a direction to potentially deal with that corrupts this land, we will do our best to deal with it. And should we fail, then, well, that is the end of our tale. But that is to be addressed another time, Donovich.
Theo, did you ever ask what they were hungry for? Maybe we can find what they're hungry for and help them.
Hey, little Donovich.
Are you going to feed me? My father is starving me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, I think I got just the meal for you, but I need to know, do you seek the taste of flesh? Or do you desire the taste of more typical edibles?
Like a dream pie.
I just desire to be fed. He's starving me. He refuses to let me eat. He's locked me away. So I thought he loved me and he's put me down here to decay and die.
Well, now, Apollo, I think we find where the rest of that pot can go. But as I said to you, Donovich, I no longer believe you are in your right mind and still serve the light. I will not do you the honor of calling you father any further.
As I've said, you don't get to come here and judge me the way that you are. There is no need for any of that. No one else is even willing to be here or there or anywhere. The village is all but almost deserted. There is not much left around here.
So you wish
My
us just
son.
to give up, to roll over and die, just like you seem ought to do?
To roll over and die? How dare you come and you say this? I lay here, I listen to him scream and cry out, and I know he's feeling pain, and I feel the pain. He was my son. He was 20 years old, and, well, the group came passing through and got everybody riled up, and they went and stormed the castle, and this is what he came back as. And I did what any father would do. I took him in. He's all that I had left. And if you had any mercy in your heart, you wouldn't take him away from me. He's not doing anyone any harm down there.
I'll finally ask Donovich myself, what exactly is he hungry for?
Father Donovich, holds, like, his head down, and he kind of, shakes it a bit. I'd prefer not to answer that aloud, if that's alright with you. Father!
Pretty
Feed
sure I know what
me.
happened to him, but I don't know if I can make it, if the logical jump makes sense in character. Because I don't know if they know what Strahd is. Does the party know that Strahd's a vampire or not? I don't remember.
You have, at this point, you all would have no reason to suspect that.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I couldn't remember if that had been in any of our documents or not, because my brain was being dumb.
No, I would think at most, like, it would stand out to you like that the name is common between the books that you were thumbing through and Strahd and stuff, but like you wouldn't necessarily immediately be like, oh, he's a vampire. You might think it's family lineage and stuff, and the books just haven't been updated. But I don't think you've made that jump yet.
Okay.
Because you all also haven't like seen him or anything yet. What would the group like to do? Donovich at this point has kind of fallen to his knees and he's holding a holy symbol and he is muttering. It's very clear that he is praying and, you know, asking for mercy to be had on him and his son.
Theoban, I don't think Donovich has really fallen away from his faith at all. I understand that something has scared him, but I don't think that's any reason to oh, you just killed our dog.
You left him out there.
I told him to stay. I don't think that that's any reason for us to come in here and make assumptions about that, but there may be something that we could do to help, I guess. I think instead of assuming immediately, we should ask if there's anything we can do.
I
Isn't that why
suppose
we're-
you may be right, but I still got a bad feeling about all this.
I can't
Please,
say I
please,
have a good one
please
either, but
show us mercy. Please don't. He's all that I have left. He was trying to do the right thing. I need you all to give me more time to ask the gods for help. Any god must be able to find another way. I cannot lose him once more. I've already lost most of him. This is all that remains. Please.
Father, can I ask you a question? Do you think your son's truly living right now? Like, do you call what he may be now, after he went off with the group to Ravenloft and whatever happened there, and you found him and brought him back here? You still think your son's in there? Do you truly believe that?
Father, please, I've done nothing wrong. Feed me.
Or do you think it's just something that is consumed by hunger?
All that I know is if you do what you've asked, if you what I assume you would like to and destroy him, that will be the end of anything. And what if there's just a morsel of him left inside? What if there's just a tiny portion of the Duro that I raised and I loved and I cared for inside of him? That's all I'm asking, is just a chance to try to figure out another way. There's always got to be another way, right?
I mean, I'm not one to say about hope, but he's been like this for how long?
It's been a little over a year ago since he was lured to the castle with a group that had a wizard with them from a faraway land. And I mean, I guess I know from all the accounts that we've heard, the wizard died by Strahd's hand, and I guess on your definition of dying, Duro would have as well. He returned as this, and I trapped him in the Undercroft, and he's been there ever since. He hasn't done any harm. He's all that I have left.
I do find it. And you have not fed or given him anything in a year's time.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I've thrown. I was gonna say rabbit. Not because of Theobald at all. That just seemed like a very logical, animal that you could probably capture. I've thrown, an occasional animal or something down there to try to appease them, but I have not. If what you're suggesting is if I've given him anything human, of course I would never do such a thing.
Oh, I wasn't implying that. I just was curious as to how he would still be alive if he hadn't been fed in over a year.
Yeah.
That's all.
I mean, there is a missing girl. Let's not forget that.
Gertruda, no. Her mother Mary and I, she comes here quite frequently. We talk about the loss that we both have encountered with our children recently. It's such a shame. I do wish that she were able to find Gertruda. And you notice he there's like a bulletin board on the wall here, and you do see one of the flyers has been hung there.
Okay, okay.
I'll just re-up this, and I walk over and I put a new flyer over it.
Is there any harm in going to check on the son?
I mean,
Quote
I don't think
unquote.
it's a horrible idea, but I don't know if it's the best idea, if you know what I mean.
I mean, he'll probably just try to eat us.
I guess what harm is there? And it seems like everything has to in this area has to have some kind of a moral gray line. So a few animals tossed to his son just to keep some semblance of his family alive. That doesn't seem like the worst thing, so long as it never moves on past that. So
I do apologize for what I said earlier, Father Donovan, but given what we've been through the last few days, I do believe it can be at least partially understandable as to where my mind went. You've dealt with zombies, werewolves, packs of wolves, and a variety of other strange creatures ever since we arrived here.
I I do know that this land is not for the weak at heart. I understand, and I know the situation isn't ideal at all. Trust me, I know. I have to hope. A father has to hold out hope.
All that I ask is that you do consider the fact that maybe I won't ask that of you, but there may come a time where it may just be better to should your days be coming to an end just to let things lie, as it were.
Oh, yes, I wouldn't want somebody else to inherit the burden that I am carrying currently. I do understand.
Yeah.
that being said, too, we can always try to remember our loved ones as how they were in their best days. So that's just another thing.
Okay, what would the group like to do?
Well, I do believe we'd at least like to see if we can check out see if the grave's been dug or if there's anything we can do to help with that.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question too. Was if there's a reason that the grave can't be dug prior to, just to try and make sure that we will be done by the time that's nightfall and everything. Just because I don't want to be out here in the dark.
Are you all moving away from the situation with the sun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back to bed, you know.
As you all ask inquiring about the grave being dug, Father Donovich. Yes, it is on my list of things to prepare. I just was taking a moment for my prayers. I was finishing them up. Young Ismark had interrupted those this morning, and I was going to head out and dig the plot so that it'd be ready for the burial. And again, I do really, I'm grateful towards you all for leaving this matter to me. For now, I do appreciate that dearly.
Do you need any assistance with digging the grave and getting the plot ready?
Um, if you all are willing, I would most certainly welcome any assistance. Yes, that would allow me to prepare for the ceremony.
We have a puppy right outside that runs a shovel fantastically. So yep, we'll.
I believe that's Gertruda's dog. He kind of looks out around you and sees Lancelot.
Yeah, we
I'm sure Mary was thrilled to see that the dog is alive and well. That's only a positive sign.
Yeah, that's we're gonna see if Lancelot can help us sniff her out. Uh, I'm I'm kind of like half truthing that because the idea has crossed my mind, but I don't know for sure if Gertruda wants to be found. So
That's ingenious. I wouldn't have even that would have skipped my mind. Yeah, I'm sure if Lancelot's worth his snot, if he gets her something that smells of Gertruda, he should be able to pick that up right away.
yeah, here's hoping. Well, shall we dig a hole, everybody?
That sounds like a right good idea to me.
Sounds like I'm gonna be more tired than I am already.
Oh, maybe you should have had that pie.
Tasted so good though.
uh, I the pie is quite delicious. I've had a few slices in my time. And he kind of pats his belly.
Yeah.
Me too. I look very ill.
And with that, I'm gonna step out. So, somewhat.
Yeah. Yeah. You all go right to where the plot is. He comes out as well. It is very clear to you that he is quite weak. Likely due to a lack of sleep. From Duro constantly calling out to him, begging to be fed. Who all is helping to dig the hole?
I think about it, just dig it, unless anyone else wanted to help.
Oh, because it means I don't have to worry about dealing with the priest and his son. So at this point, I'm not going back in that chapel, church, whatever they want to call it.
I'll definitely state job this and stand outside and just kind of watch while they dig.
I'll help dig as well, even though I'm feeling kind of exhausted. So fuck it, full send it.
Yeah.
Just dig till we're passed out.
Dig here and there, but slowly, slowly on Castlin's side.
Can I have con saves from you two as you are slowly digging?
Oh God.
This is where we dig our own graves.
Literally. Yep.
Oh baby.
Caslin, you are still tired, but like you are not your eyes aren't like drooping or anything. You're just really worn out. Apollo, you are like any chance that you get, like it's almost as if you are narcoleptic, like you just start dozing off here and there.
In that case, I might find a soft spot in the chapel just to lay down. But then realize Duro, or whatever his name is going to be yelling and just go outside.
Yeah, he as soon as you come in, you hear him hiss, I smell you. You smell so delicious. I wish you would just let me eat.
Fucking hell. And I leave.
Are you going to lay down outside?
Yeah, I'll find a nice tree to sit by. And guys, tell me if you need me. And just, cover my eyes a bit.
Okay. Yeah, you all get the hole dug and buried, and then you do see that Apollo is pretty much passed out. He is laying by a tree. Do you think Apollo snores? Probably in this instant.
Under the circumstance, I'd say yes, definitely.
Yeah, you hear sounds coming from Apollo that you were not sure that he made.
Also, slow
Wait.
talking. Chosen one.
He actually goes no.
Ah!
I guess we should try and wake him up to don't you guys think? Are we just gonna head back now or
What would the group like to do?
Just, even though I probably won't be able to, I'm just gonna attempt to heft Apollo and just drag his ass back to the manor.
Are you gonna carry him? What's your strength?
It's 12.
So 12 bit, and it's 15, right? How much does Apollo weigh?
I'd say he's a pretty thin person, but he has a lot of gear on him.
Oh yeah.
Would you have your gear with you if you knew you were gonna go back to Ismark and Arenas?
True. I'd probably just have my armor on still, just because we got attacked during the night.
Do you think you weigh more than 180?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I did say he was like 7 feet tall, so probably actually yes. Now that I'm thinking about it. Sorry, Harper.
I would say you wouldn't be able to carry, but you could drag Apollo.
Dragging him, and I'm dragging him by his feet.
Yeah.
Their hooves.
Oh, the hooves, sorry.
Yeah, you are dragging him. He just keeps on snoring. Apollo, while this is happening, you are having dreams of like the happiest moments of Apollo's life. Like you're just reminiscing of all the joyous times that you have had, and they seem real to you, as if you like. It doesn't feel like a dream. It feels as though you are part of it. You don't feel like an outsider watching.
Oh no.
What is something that you think would come to mind for Apollo?
Probably like the first time, like leaving home and like feeling like a real person adventuring and like supporting themselves. Just that like that freedom feeling.
Just hopping through the meadows?
Yeah.
Is anyone seeing Harper dragging Apollo? Will anyone assist, or are you just gonna let it be?
If Theobald's done digging the hole, he would help out.
Yeah, I would think at this point, you would be finished up with that. You guys are you heading back to, Ismark and Irina's?
Yeah, because I think it's close to the end of the day at this point, likely.
Yeah, I would say, it's getting closer to being, enough time to, maybe relax, have a bite, and then carry the father to the ceremony.
Then yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
All right. Let's go here. Okay. Anything that you all would want to do before the ceremony?
Nothing here.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I was
Continue
debating
sleeping.
seeing if I could get enough time to take a nap, but I don't think we're gonna have that.
All right. You all approach Irina and Ismark's, and when you come in, they are sitting in, and it looks like discussing. You can see it looks as though Irina has packed a adventurer's pack with some gear and things, and they're just kind of somber and that. And when you come in, Ismark looks up at the group and, well, I think it's just about time. If you all would like something to eat before we go and complete the ceremony, you are welcome to it. Or if you just need a moment, you seem to have been out and about for most of the day. You probably would like to take a minute, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll take a load off for a second, and I sit in a chair finally.
He offered food. What kind of food is there?
I got some of this pie if you want.
Oh, hell no.
Nothing has happened to them. Apollo is still sleeping, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'll put him next to the couch because I probably can't lay him on a couch. So, close enough.
Bald spot on the back of his head.
Just dirt all over my face from where I was dragged.
No, I would have made sure you're face up. You'll be fine.
Oh, how nice.
Cody, I sent you a message. So So as
So good.
as far as food, there's still some bread in the kitchen. It looks as though there is some stew that was made that's there. You know, just the very basics.
I'll help myself to some bread and stew. I did dig a hole and drag Apollo's fat ass all the way over here.
Paula just keeps on snoring away. After you all have go
Y'all,
ahead.
I got something funny we can do. What if we strung Apollo up from the ceiling upside down?
Oh, I think all the blood would rush to his head, wouldn't it? That would hurt.
Yeah, you do got a point there. I just thought it might be a little funny.
Why don't we just tie your bell around his neck so we know when he wakes up?
That
Yeah,
seems like a good idea.
Okay.
mean-
And I'll
I would imagine that Apollo is probably moving around as he's like having these very vivid dreams and stuff. Like, obviously he's not sleepwalking or anything, but I don't think he's like passed out, not moving and snoring. Like, I think he's kind of maybe thrashing around a little bit.
Oh, Harper didn't suggest it because he thought it was actually a good idea. He just wanted to put a bell around Apollo's neck because, you know, goat.
We got rabbits and goats.
Yep.
You are certainly welcome to tie a bell around Apollo's neck. Does that count as player versus player? Should we have a discussion about if this is okay with Cody first?
Guys, I'll allow it.
Like, I don't think we're actually doing him any harm, technically.
I know, I was just being silly. Yep, you guys string some bells around Apollo's neck. He doesn't even, like, move. You see some drool coming down his face.
do we want to try and find a way to wake him up though? Like we might kind of need his help getting their father moved over there.
Nah, I'm sure us plus Ismark should be good enough.
It'll be like you'll be carrying the casket really tall, and then Theo Bun really short, and just me in the center, not even able to touch.
Oh, God.
I don't have to, like,
Theobald's
lift it on my
ears.
shoulder.
Touching the top of... He's carrying it by his ears. Alright. Well, so it comes about that time to leave, and Ismark approaches and he goes, I believe it's time that we shall part. Don't know that he's waking up. I gave a little shake and I didn't really get a response, not even a groan or anything. He can stay and rest. I suppose he might need it.
I'll try and splash some water on him and be like, "Chosen one, wake up!"
Now, y'all, I thought we agreed his actual new nickname was the Cloven One.
Well, us two, we're the chosen ones, so it's a.
I guess. Anyway, I don't think it's gonna be a good idea if we leave him behind. I'll just carry him over to the back to Father Donovich's.
You guys are just lugging his ass everywhere.
Yep.
I physically become a hindrance to the party.
Yes, you have.
So
Okay.
much.
And you should feel bad.
I will keep stuffing more pie in his mouth. No, I'm kidding.
Do my actions have consequences?
No. Well, so Ismark looks a little perplexed and he goes, well, I and like he just is kind of doesn't know what to really say, and Irina like sighs. Ismark, I am capable of carrying this alongside everyone. We together we can do this. There still leaves 4 of us to carry father.
You guys will all have to like lift it like hip height.
All right, yes, sister, you are correct. You are right. I apologize. I shouldn't underestimate me. Yes, you are right. You shouldn't continue to do that. Right. And you all begin your trek back to the church, carrying the former burgomaster and Apollo. At least we are dedicated to not splitting the party, just carrying his incapacitated ass all around. I guess that's dedication. I appreciate it. As you all begin the procession towards the cemetery, along the way, you do see that some locals come out as a show of respect for the old burgomaster. Some do follow, but very few. They kind of keep their distance at this, and as the procession approaches the church, Father Donovich, he meets you all outside, and he the way that you all are standing and holding the coffin as you're walking, Irina and Ismark are on the like right side of it, and then Harper and Caslin are on the left side. And so he approaches and he walks along next to Ismark and Irina into the cemetery, and you approach the burial plot. And Father Donovich, he begins the ceremony offering prayers to the morning Lord in a very hoarse voice. And he says, "It is dusk, and as the darkness moves in, the evening ritual must be said to ward off evil. What is the first step?" Any of the villagers who have come at this point, and of course Irina and Ismark, they begin going through this ceremony, and all of them say, "I will recite the 8 tenets of faith." And it goes back and forth between Ismark and Irina. And Ismark is first and then followed by Irina. And so Ismark, watch each sunrise, for each day is a gift. Irina, always aid, strive. I don't know why I said stride. That is where I work. Strive always to aid, to foster new hope, new ideas, and new prosperity for all kind and its allies. Ismark, nurture life. It is a sacred duty to foster new growth, nurturing growing things, and work for rebirth and renewal. Perfect yourself. Be fertile in mind and body. Bring hope wherever you go. Plant seeds of hope, new ideas, and plans for a rosy future in the minds of all. Think ahead. Consider the consequences of your actions, so that your least effort may bring the greatest and best reward. Avoid negativity, for from death comes life, and there is always another morning to turn a setback into a success. Rules are secondary. Place more importance in the activities that help others than in strict adherence to rules, rituals, and the dictates of your seniors. And then Father Donovich says, "The shadows grow longer. What must be done second?" All who are present respond, "I will hold high my children that they might see the sun." Father Donovich, how shall the evening ritual end? Everyone says, "I shall mourn as I watch the sun give way to the onslaught of night, and great saloon, friend, and ally of our morning Lord, for darkness is no more her beautiful silver light." At this point, Ismark, begins to speak, and he says, "Farewell, illuminated one. Until we meet again, we carry the sun in our hearts. Until then, give us strength to carry on until the next dawn. We greet your ally, Moon Maiden. Her silver light guides us until then. There is always another dawn. Farewell." And then Irina, kind of chokes back a few tears, and you hear as Father Donovich continues in her place, "Your last sunset, my lord, go to the arms of the morning lord. Be in his eternal, warm, soothing light. We will miss your leadership. We will cherish your moments. Your legacy will continue throughout in Ismark and Irina. Through them you shall live on." And then everyone says, "For in death, life. May the Morning Lord bless his passing. Too long have we endured hardships. Let us celebrate the life that he has led." And as he chokes out the last of that, his voice kind of seems caught in his throat. And you see as he has kind of locked eyes on something in a distance, and it looks as though a sheer horror has just washed over his face. I feel like that is a perfect place to call it for tonight. All right.
Apollo, wake up!
Apollo, wake up!
Apollo is still sleeping. Where would you have placed him, do you think?
He's probably just with the group. Just laying on the ground.
Just laying right there, right next to the plot that has been dug. He's like right there on that mound of dirt.
No, he's probably out of the way, but like nearby to us.
Okay.
Rolls in the grave.
Oh, that would be fun. Dexterity saving throw with disadvantage. Super disadvantage. All right. Thank you everyone who tuned in and watched. We will not be back next week, but we will be back on the 20th to see what it is that Father Donovich has spotted and is perhaps a little bit weary of. All right. Thank you, chat, for tuning in. We will see you next time.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Oh.
Bye.